Greetings, comrades, and welcome back to Synergy! We are here, and today we're getting a little bit scientific. That's right, today we are continuing our campaign, the first mission of the campaign, and today's objective is to work on our new research square, or observatory square as the game calls it. So, while we're slowly working on the resources required for it... speaking of science, there's more science. Contrary to what may appear, the barbed bramble is not a parasite plant, but rather has a tendency to settle and terraform the land in which it grows. It simply aims to make the soil more habitable for its progeny, albeit at the expense of all other species. Interesting. Only spreads during the dry season. That's good to know. How have you spread? It's not spread that much. This one, however, was really misspreadington. You just spread over there. I need you to spread in here in your allotted area. Right. So, what were we doing? We are getting the resources required to get the... Who's paused? You're paused. Oh, because you have a lot of planks already. Required to create the next scientific breakthrough. So we just need the science points and the heritage points, which we're close to getting. But we can already begin by trying to populate this square. So we're going to begin with the houses. Now, the interesting part that we wanted to do here is that because it's sort of an observatory square, I think it would be cool if we made it more symmetrical because it's science focused. And so I think having a little bit of like this is the science district. I think that is kind of cool. So let's take a look at what we can do to provide our own shade. This sun awning. I think if we put it... Do we want maybe 6 houses instead of 4? Because over here we always do 4. Groups of 4. If we do groups of 6, that means we get 6, 12, 18. And so like we could have 12 like this. Basically 6 here and 6 here. Sort of being the wings of a symmetrical opening. So I think we might want to do that. In which case, the question is, what else is going to go there? So I'm just going to keep it paused just so that we have a little bit of planning room. And then we're going to think of the housing. So it's going to be... I'm not even going to spin them for now. Or I mean, I'm not even going to use the alternating designs for now. We do this, and then we imagine we would put... First, let's do the shade. That's well-being. Symmetry is kind of hard here because these are 3s and these are 2s. So that, and then I imagine we also want perhaps a bench, or yeah, we'll go with a bench. Or a table. And then we can go with the draped pillar. Draped pillar, one draped pillar can actually cover all of that, so that's fun. Health, food, water. Of course, we can have a tower. Do the towers have to touch? I don't think our towers are touching here. So, and that tower is just sharing all the water. Yeah, I feel like this could be something, right? Although it is a lot of these 2s then. And I'm not sure that we're gonna have enough 2s on the other side either. And I'm also imagining we move it down by We just move it down by 1. Because here it goes 1, 2, 3, and then there. And here it does nothing. Okay, so I think there's something to this design. I think maybe this is the plan we're gonna go with. And if we hate it, well, we can always move the buildings, right? Although, you know, the more buildings we add, the more of a hassle it is to actually remove them. So, we move it down by 1. So this is our little wing. Our wing of science. Actually, these are getting some shade from here, which is fine. Okay, now let's actually put the real houses in a way that is pleasant to look at. So I'm gonna go with one like this, one like that, this one here, and this one here, like this. Okay. And then, yeah, you want your shadow. Right there. What did we say? So there's going to be a bench. Yeah. Kind of feel like the shadow should be more in the middle. Okay. Now let's do this side. Okay, and back to the shadow. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. We're going for a little bit more symmetry here. We tended to avoid symmetry with the other designs, but here I'm really leaning into that. Can we change the recipe for a moment? What can we even do? Mushroom soup, but we're so low on the shroom. What is using up all our shroomage? Oh, the purification of the water. Right, right. Have any more shrooms materialized? They have not. There's one. Get that one. Okay. I wonder if we could, for decorative reasons, just have a tower in each of these. Or is that... Oh no, the tower can't be turned in that direction. That would be cool if the towers were pointing in opposite directions, right? Okay, so we have that. And then we're going to add benches. Of course, also importantly, we should add water tower. And again, it sort of feels like symmetry here. Just for symmetry reasons, we want it on both sides. It could be on the far side. Instead of in the middle. Yeah, let's go far side. Okay, and then we must place the cellar somewhere. Now this, I don't think we'll be able to do some symmetry. Unless, you know, we could put it there and just add some decorations on the side. Yeah, sure. We'll put it there. We'll have to move the research center, right? Because I think you can only have one of those. Wasn't that a thing? What's that? Knowledge? No. Where's the research center located? Strategy. Yeah, research center. But I think the research center will be perfectly placed here. So no road, just leading straight into it. Although it could also be in the back. And then the cellar in the front. What does this square look like? I feel like in the back, right? Just so that it almost looks like it leads directly into it. Yeah. This is it. This is it. We've got it. So in that case, road here. No, you know what? We'll put it in the front just because of what I've just witnessed. Okay, so cellar goes there. And then it's gonna be hard to keep up the symmetry ultimately, but we can keep it up for as long as we can, right? At least the core of it can have symmetrical elements. And then we can go into... I mean, these are all the basics. Oh, the benches. Benches? Social. There's the outdoor lounge. The outdoor lounge looks pretty cool. Could go there and there. Although I also don't mind the idea of adding this like bench situation. We definitely want this here. And here. And then, yeah, maybe we'll go with the lounge. And we just leave that unfinished and we'll figure out what goes in there later. Or we could do it like this. Okay, we'll let them swarm upon this and build it. I think we've given them enough to work on. And then we'll figure out the rest as we go. We definitely want a explorer's hut. And a field laboratory here. Expeditioners turn new plants may be integrated into our environment using the plant nursery. Well, we don't have that yet, do we? But we could launch a new expedition, get some of these people out of here. Let's do that. So we don't have the medicinal stuff. Why don't we go to the desert area? That seems a little bit more friendly. Simple dishes. Oof, that takes so much space for them. To do all 3 destinations. And what if the first thing you find is something that you want to carry back? I don't know. Let's go. Let's try all 3 destinations instead of a back and forth. Look at everything being built. So beautiful. I want to learn about these soil types and stuff as well. I guess we'll do that in the future. Past and future is available. Yes. So we may begin the observatory square-ness of it all. Look at all the things we've unlocked. Terracotta roads. Made with local clay. A material that stays cool even in the sun. These tiles make the roads smoother and easier to use. Oh, cool. It even applies a bonus. Playground. That's important. That's great. A community board. Lovely. Next, you want me to do irrigation canals. Okay. Well, give me a moment before we jump into that. Oh, is this a tablet situation? Arranged cave. Natural caves can be dangerous to explore. Our support infrastructure allows us to guarantee the security of all miners. Oh, cool. It's just like a permanent... Oh, that's fun. Are you also a tablet? Indeed. Increased range and harvesting of all of these plants. That's cool. Autonomous garden. Amber sarracenias, also known as pitcher plants, enable you to transform certain resources. As they require constant care, this autonomous garden provides them with the ideal environment to thrive. Look at the size of that, 5 by 12. What the heck? Arts. Oh, now you're talking. Oh my goodness. Weather forecasts. Public fountains. Yo, okay, look at that. That's beautiful. We're really getting into it. Increases the overload capacity of citizens sent on explorations. Didn't we already have that somewhere as well? We haven't taken it yet? Oh, maybe that was in the tutorial. But good. Good! Look at them work. Providing some shade, reducing the temperature. I want to see the overlay. Where was the overlays? Notifications, diary. There was a view. Ah, views. Look at that, lowering the temperature. Ooh, but that's still higher. Humidity. Organic matter. Ooh. Oh, look at all these notifications. Ah, cancel the view, cancel the view. Nice. Upgrade this into an observatory square. Look at it. It's so pretty. I do kind of feel bad if we're going to obscure it with the research center. I'm still wondering if I should just move the research center to the back of it instead of the front of it. And the cellar could go somewhere completely different. Let's take a look. You know what I mean with it being here? It sort of would just blend perfectly. I mean, I guess it could also just be there. Yeah, I think the research center needs to be in the back. Sorry to this cellar. We'll just move you, you know what? A backup cellar is not a bad idea. What if we just move you to the front for now? And then you might have to be moved later. But you know what? It'll be nice once, we have a canteen and all of that. I think that's gonna make it easier for everyone to figure their life out. Okay. I think it's time to move the research center. Oh, and we could already buy an extension. Let's just do that already. What kind of building? Science exhibition library, field laboratory, research center, and experimental cell. So a field laboratory definitely can go in already. Oh no, the pontoon as well. Well, it's good that we have this extension coming in. That should cover the most, right? Reports. Orange hydra trees are often featured on the motifs seen on houses and tapestries as their figure represents the changing of the season as well as the good one can find even in the harshest of climates. Oh, it's just like a little chill thing. Frequently observed in villages as they can be farmed for a very low cost. Oh, ashy kernels. Watering kills the plant. Oh no. Don't do that then. Alright, let's get some science in here. Expedition has reached its destination. Nice. Alright, let's go to the camp first, of course. Alright. Knowledge. Explorer's hut. This explorer's hut is directly non-symmetricalizable. Let's think about all the things that we can put in a little area that can then be sort of its own little area that doesn't matter if it's symmetrical or not. The canteen is also not symmetricalizable, but it does have the same width in one dimension. So we could have on one side the canteen and then something that is a 3 by 3. So perhaps canteen plus what could we put there? Field laboratory? Canteen plus field laboratory does sound like an idea. And then on the other side, we could move this thing. Cellar. If the cellar goes there. I mean, if the canteen covers it, right? The cellar's probably not necessary. Right. This storage. Oh, or just the storage and the thingy. Yeah, okay. Storage plus you. Oh, there's still space. I'm sure we'll find something to put in there. And on this side, you remove that. It does almost feel like we should have gone for an 8. But in that case, we would have needed to extend it in both directions. 8 instead of 6 houses on both sides. And that would already get us to 16, which is kind of the maximum that we currently have with the number of houses that make sense. I think a sun awning could take 8. The waters have returned. The blessed waters. Alright everybody, it's pontoon season. No mushrooms. Oh, you've been using that for pharmaceuticals. Okay, that makes sense as well. Are you grabbing mushrooms out of those? You're picking rocks. How are we with rocks? 45. See? Okay. Yeah, I mean, there's more space here for more shenanigans. The Observatory district has already evolved a tier. So the T-bar is also not something that can be symmetrically put in there. But fear not, I'm sure we'll find something. Otherwise we can again just decorate around it. Oh yeah, look at that, even more research. So we'll wait for that to be built, for the canteen to be developed. And in fact, to support that happening faster, I will break the symmetry just quickly by adding... Well, I guess it doesn't have to be connected by road, and that sort of stealthifies the fact that the symmetry is not 100% working. We'll just put you right there. And also you probably need a different location for this picking. I guess you could still pick there. And I would say, how many mushrooms do you have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you also have 6 in one area. I'm going to say cancel that. And from now on, you are going to be seeding this. Wait, is that the one that you do here? Picking, seeding. Let's just ask them. Scattering seeds and seeding give mushrooms. Does not spread on its own, but maybe we can spread it. Chance of a new sprout nearby. Let's see if that happens to these as well. To these petrified giants. Meanwhile, you can go and pick these. And then also pick these, I guess. How many are we covering here? Actually, do we even need bark? Okay, yeah, I guess we do. You can pick some extra bark. But mostly I want you to focus on those shrooms. The Almanac. Smoke rises from the windows of a soot-black cabin. Inside, the explorers discover a technician fighting a very noisy machine that snaps and creaks at regular intervals. After a while, the technician gives up. She says the machine is a press, and she's hoping to print a survival almanac for nearby villages. She wants to teach other people how to find underground springs or distinguish toxic mushrooms from those that filter water. Now she needs some paper to print her almanac, some resin for the ink, as well as necessary tools to repair the machine's fan. We have the paper fiber. After soaking and filtering the fibers, the technician leaves them to dry and form sheets of paper. The almanac is coming to life. Oh no! They're full! What are you full of? Oh, they just have full sati- Well, Jesus Christ. I don't want them to like waste resources. Maybe we do need to return to the city. That seems a bit of a waste though. Could also just explore there. I mean, that's, 72. Making some space. Finding that desert area and just being like, oh, I wonder what it looks like. Yeah, I feel like food is not a great reward for us. So I'm gonna say let's just try and spend some of that food by going out on another adventure. And I feel like the game has now heard me say that food is not a great thing for us. So now, very quickly, we're just gonna run out of food overnight. Okay. Oh, hey, this is fun. This doesn't use any water. That's good. But our water did rapidly reduce. Oh, we don't have shroom. Get some shroom. These are supposed to be invasive, so I suppose we can gather them. Is their yield decreased? I feel like we used to get bigger yields of shrooms from them. All right. I feel like our bricks are gonna be fine now. We definitely don't need... Well, maybe we need more bricks. It's kind of hard to tell. But I think for sure we want to switch just real quick to do some... Do we want to try seed scattering here, see if it works? I feel like they've multiplied. Look! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, let's try seed scattering here. And then at the same time, remove some of these cinder sprouts. As they plague the area. Who's that? Oh, that's nothing. Field laboratory. Is there anything for you left to study? I don't think so. Which means we can actually also empty this one, right? Okay, we gotta get another pontoon in here. Or two. Okay. We gotta get rid of these cinder sprouts though. We don't want them around. Or at least we don't want these around. I'm just removing the ones that are close to our mushrooms. So I guess we don't have to remove this one actually. Don't remove that one. Leave it be, leave it be. Canteen! Nice. Are all our pontoons working? We might want to add another pontoon down here. I mean, there's a lot of water. Can we reach into this? Nope. That's out of range for the game. Oh, hey, that one's in range of thing. Nice, then we'll put it there. You guys have not full knowledge. Why not? 5. Oh, is it the same thing? The explorers and the thing? Wait, let's check. It feels like it shouldn't be the same thing. Or do you have to have a worker in order to supply that? Maybe that. We'll find out. As soon as this person steps inside. Okay. You do need a worker. Okay. That's good to know. Oh, look at this green park square. It's so nice. Have we unlocked anything that we can... Oh, the water pump is going to boost this place. And the farm. The autonomous garden as well. Look at all the shrooms. Bonus shrooms. And are any of these growing? I feel like they are. That's good for us. Look at how much these have grown and spread. I wonder if we could just juice some of these sour pods. We have 1,000 of them. We can turn sour pods into stone. Which honestly seems worth it. Why is nobody building these pontoons? Alright, we've discovered the desert. Inselberg, camp, oasis. Go to the camp first. You're seed scattering. Right. We're seed scattering these in the hopes that we will multiply them. These pontoons are not being built very quickly, so that's a little bit sad. I do think we're quite successfully multiplying these mushrooms, which is nice. A little bit of investment into our future. We definitely don't need to be doing this experiment with the sour pods anymore, though. We're pretty definitively, you know, it has shown itself to work. Maybe we should do it with the cabbage shrub. What are you picking? Stop picking that. I say focus on that instead. Whoa, seeding. Oh, we could get seeds as well. Oh, Jesus. Missing rotten resources. Wait. Oh, right. We need rotten resources in order to seed stuff. I'll say do that. And in that case, you can actually keep picking that. That's fair enough. Okay, we've discovered the water shenanigans. Irrigation stuff. Green water. Toxic water could replace clean water in several buildings' hydraulic systems. Oh, yeah. That's the thing where I was constantly worried that, you know, every single recipe needed water, but here we go. Okay. Irrigation canals. The climate often limits us to the cultivation of plants not require much water. Increasing the ground's humidity artificially could allow us to get more cultivable land. Plant reintroduction. This is what I'm talking about. Can I be seeding? Yeah, we could actually just seed these. Why not? Seed these Diluvian bushes. We're already maxed out on how many Diluvian berries we have. Look at all those shrubs. Okay, if you got nothing better to do, you can pick these. I'll tell you as well. If you got nothing better to do, you can seed these. You get a good supply of mushrooms up in here. A person could mushroom this place. So where do you want this water pump? Oh, she's tiny. Do we need to unlock clay paths? Because it said building a clay path over something. Oh, there we go. That's so many heritage points. Clay road. What do we need? Oh, we got plenty of that. Actually, I will say this part, we're not 100% yet on how we're gonna path it. So this can just be a regular path. Expedition has reached its destination. As they find their way inside a cabin, the party encounters an old man whose hands are covered with soot. He tells them that for 15 years he has been gathering and collecting various mechanisms and other debris of different origin. He's even carved out a basement just to store temperature-sensitive items. Going down to the basement, the explorers spot a complex device, delicately laid out on a cloth. According to the collector, this particular piece is far too complex for him to dare and try to take apart, let alone repair. Ooh, we have the knowledge. Repair the device. By putting together all of its small parts, our researchers are able to repair the device. The collector can barely contain his glee. Could you spare a bit of time and stay here to repair my whole collection? I craft precision tools, you know. I can make some to repay you. Yeah, let's do that. Stay and repair the collection. They've got so much food, I bet it's fine. Ooh. Some transportation requests take too long to be performed. Let's get a couple transporters in here. You know what? Just this once, you can convert all of these to seeds. The first path is being made. Oh, that's so fun. Does it mean that it goes faster? 50%. Oh, it's still 50%. Sad. So sad. I will do this though. Oh no, the path doesn't connect smoothly into it. That's so rude. Okay, our pontoons are being done. Finished, built. Oh, we've got so much stinky water. And that's a lot of remedies. You know what? At least the, I guess maybe we could max out our remedies? At 100? We could go back to that place that we had to escape because we didn't have the remedies. Ugh. Still worried about our water. Man, it takes them a while to get the clay roads. I feel like the roads should be faster. And also walking on them should be faster, speaking of faster. Do you need an employee? Soil modification. Several buildings are able to modify the ground nearby for a cost in resources. Each of them allows you to choose the effects range and power. Has its own specificity. The ground fertilizer, which increases the organic matter contained in the ground, requires a citizen to make it work. The mineral enhancer allows you to choose between increasing or reducing the ground's mineral concentration. The water pump allows water to be drawn to feed the canals and increase nearby ground humidity. The water pump does not allow you to choose the effects power or the effects range around canals. What do you mean does not allow? Seems like it does. After several long days of hard work, the task is done. The collection newly sorted sparkles as if brand new. Nice. How much more food do you all have? 240 and your capacity is still full. Oh god. I feel like we should just go home and we need to bring smaller packs. Turn to the city, everyone. Oh Jesus. Just saw the time. But we're not done yet. I need to be finished. Definitely think the core here is nice, and the rest we're still gonna have to, you know, find ways to make it work a little bit better. Lamp though. I'm not beating the moth allegations. Oh, look at it. Love those lamps. That's so cute. What's your problem? No water tank nearby. That's okay. I accept that as a problem. That is an acceptable problem. That one's not your fault. Oh, we still need to build more irrigation canals. What would you want me to do with them? All right. I'm gonna just do this. And then I can delete it when necessary. How about that? I'm not 100% yet on what I want to do with these. But we are close to getting enough heritage points to get the public fountains, and then I know that that's something that we can use them on. But I really like our science district so far. I mean, obviously a lot of it is still in the works, but I love the symmetry of it. I love the choices we've made. I was even thinking that maybe we should have just gone with the same building, like boop, 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 boop. 6 clones of the same building. But I don't know. I feel like there's at least some individuality, even among these very ordered people. Water tower. Let's go, pontoon. 20 kids are growing up. Oh my goodness. Our town is growing so rapidly now. Expertise. We now have an entire district dedicated to research, even though it's not yet truly developed. Given our current population, we lack the numbers to assemble a proper crew to head our research efforts. There's only one solution. We must increase our population. Moreover, researchers have informed us of a new lead. It seems some plants may be impacting the humidity level of their environment. Anything that can help us in our fight against this drought is worth financing an expedition for. Oh, and we just started a new cycle. And 50 new children and a ton of new adults. Okay. At least nobody's homeless yet. Send an expedition to the withered village. Ooh, baby. All right. Everyone. This is where we're going to wrap up for the day. I feel like we've been pretty successful in all of this. So this is nice. And now that we have built our research powerhouse, we're just gonna continue doing the research and figuring out this world. I just saw a double dry season coming up as well. That's gonna be exciting. Okay, so everyone, thank you so much for hanging out with me. I hope that you had a wonderful time. As always, I really hope that you enjoy spending your time over here and just enjoying these games with me. Speaking of these games, if you'd like, you can check out my channel. There's a lot of stuff around here, not just a Synergy Let's Play, but also other Let's Plays of a bunch of different games, from city builders to colony sims, stuff that's very similar to Dwarf Fortress, and all sorts of stuff. I also do like first impressions business, so don't interrupt me, Expedition. I also do first impressions, stuff like, like a demo that's just come out, or an early access title, or some other thing. Oh, I like a tower defense game as well. So there's always something to check out. And I also did this really cute series called Sock Pop Shenanigans. We didn't really name it, but it was a Sock Pop series of 8 Sock Pop games. Sock Pop is this video game developer collective, and they used to make a new game every 2 weeks. They were sort of like these tiny game jam games, and I played the first 8 that they ever released on Steam, and it was so fun. So I'd also recommend checking that out. That was a really joyous one. And if you're in the mood to be checking things out, you can also always come over to twitch.tv/lulling, where I hang out 5 times a week. I basically live there. I do super long streams where we play all sorts of games and we're just chatting and yapping. Currently, one of the most played games I'm playing is Guild Wars 1. I also play stuff like Dwarf Fortress. There's a lot of different games though. There's so many things that we do up on the stream. And it's usually very different games from here. Usually if I'm doing one in one place, I don't tend to do it on the other. So you can check that out as well. And now I've yapped again. I've talked for so long. Thank you so much, everyone. I hope to see you in the next one. Until then, have a nice rest of your life. Stay solidary. Bye.